All right, let's see if we can change more minds tonight. What's up next on the Low Mia?
Well, we're going to discuss two disbarred lawyers who sued a Texas doctor performing an abortion. Pro-life people are not very happy about the kinds of lawsuits that are starting to come in, actually, from their wonderful little idea. Dr. Ellen Braid, the OBGYN based in San Antonio who broke the law on purpose, announced that he performed an abortion on a woman who was past 6 weeks of gestation, the limit imposed by Texas's new abortion ban. 2 complaints from men living out of state were filed against Dr. Braid on Monday morning. One comes from a convicted felon and disbarred former attorney named Oscar Stiley, who is serving a prison term on house arrest in Arkansas. That complaint, which Stiley seems to have written himself, makes multiple references to Dr. Braid's conduct regarding bastards and has said he does not personally oppose abortion, feels strongly that if there's money to be had, it's going to go in Oscar's pocket. So he's suing Dr. Braid
For
specifically
exploitation.
Yeah, out of spite. He doesn't like the dude.
Because he wants money.
Yeah.
For something that has nothing to do with him. A fucking guy on house arrest for who knows what is filing a civil suit as a literal criminal. Barred lawyer. Like this is what the GOP has come to. And of course, it's a dumbass from Arkansas, you know, calling people's children's babies bastards and shit. And he doesn't personally disagree with abortions, so that's proclaimed dumbassery right there. In a if there's money to be had, it's going into my pocket. Wow, that seems great litigation to siphon through. Yeah.
And the second lawsuit that came in is from a man named Felipe Gomez of Illinois, another out-of-state person, another disbarred lawyer, and he labels himself as a pro-choice plaintiff. And the only reason he wrote them was to ask that it be overturned. Like his complaint is end this thing.
Yeah, because this person doesn't like the way it's worded, pretty much, which is, it's got a valid point there. But it's kind of funny how this is being done. So, okay, you can sue now in civil court. Now they're suing you to get rid of it, which is kind of backfiring. So this one's kind of clever. Just sucks it's another disbarred lawyer from Illinois that's going to be using their own legal mental gymnastics against them.
Yep, it's a complicated process they got going on here. Usually when a conservative state passes an abortion ban, state employees are usually tasked with enforcing the law. Yeah. Those employees are named as the defendants in lawsuits brought by pro-choice groups. And the law is blocked from going into effect by courts that declare it unconstitutional before any real patients are denied abortion care. So basically, the hoops that they have to jump through to actually make a law happen normally get in the way of the law becoming law.
Right.
But SB 8 was designed to elude this normal process of judicial review with an enforcement mechanism that bars state agents from acting to enforce the law. So only private citizens can try to enforce this law.
Right.
Now, you can see how that would be a problem.
Mm-hmm. Very much so. So it's like they would even allow this to be a pass, but they did. They passed it, and it's madness. It's just pure madness. And again, it's mental gymnastics across the board. But the big thing is they circumvent the judges in the circuit courts won't be in this loophole because it's civil court, not criminal court. So we're saying that citizens can sue the physicians for performing it. In other words, threaten and coerce people into not doing their duty as a medical professional. And then threatening the parent for pursuing an abortion. So they're threatening people across the board. That is not a democracy, guys. That's 100% fascism. But that's just, so it's not fascist. It's more like bullying citizens, citizen bullying, you know. with legal ramifications.
An interesting but slightly funny little side note on this to kind of lighten the mood towards the end of this article. The group that established the Abortion Snitch website, Abortion Snitch in quotes, that takes tips about defendants in SB 8 cases, cannot actively file their complaints because a judge issued a restraining order against them, preventing Texas Right to Life from filing them.
So all for nothing.
They
waste of time.
Yep, they literally cannot take the complaints that are placed that way and then represent them. It's one good thing out of a bunch of shitty things.
Yeah. But again, this is how they chip away at the edges. It's okay, this part didn't work because they blocked the website. Okay, well, this time we'll do it this way. They're just going to keep chipping away until they get a real good push. So the next state's going to be like Missouri or fucking Florida or some shit that's going to try something stupid like this. And it's just a bunch of legal mumbo jumbo. We need a constitutional amendment to protect everybody's bodily autonomy, specifically women. But I have to say everyone because of the gender identity spectrum. I just say
Absolutely.
everyone's bodily autonomy. So we need a constitutional amendment. The problem is that you need 66% of governors and the Senate and the Congress. I think it's 75% of Congress in the Senate, but 66% of the governors from all 50 states, right? So it's some kind of crazy number when everybody has got to agree with it. Kind of like prohibition. Everybody had to get on board with it to get rid of alcohol sales, then everybody get back on board to put it back in place and make the Kennedys wealthy. But yeah, this is what just shows you a bunch of legal bullshit. That's what they want to do. They just want to keep chipping away. And Jeremy here in the comments says there is a Supreme Court case that has been taken up that specifically addresses Roe versus Wade. Yes. But it is significantly harder to overturn. It's harder to overturn something that's already been considered constitutional than is to bring up something new and say, oh yeah, that's constitutional. Than is to say, we've agreed it's constitutional. Now that we admit that we were wrong, that's hard to do.
It's hard precedent, right?
Yes, there you go. Thank you. I couldn't think of that damn word. When something has been set precedent. Thank you. Jesus. I didn't eat my Wheaties today, man. But yeah, this just goes to show you how our legal system is really flawed when it comes right down to it. Where it just takes a couple of wild people to waste hundreds of thousands of dollars, if not millions of dollars in resources to litigate bullshit.
Man, if only those resources could be used to like poke at the holes and get like things we need passed.
Yeah, like getting people out of homelessness.
There's a laundry list of things that need to happen to make things right.
Yep. Oh, okay, Jeremy, thanks for bringing this up. If anyone is interested, the case is Dobbs versus Jackson's Women's Health. Okay. Yeah, so let us know what you guys think about that in the comments section. You know, thumbs up, thumbs down, Texas. We kind of know where that's going to go. And it's a bunch of legal mumbo jumbo. And all that drama was for nothing. All that was just for clicks on CNN and MSNBC to say, oh, Lord, the sky is falling. It isn't, but it is. I understand the severity of it because it is severe, man. Coming after women's autonomy and the right to choose their own body. Trust me, I have 2 daughters and 2 sons. I'm up in arms about it. But when it really comes down to it, we all know it's not going to really be able to get nowhere until it gets to the Supreme Court. So all it takes is one judge to go, nah, you know, between all those judges. But unfortunately, we have a conservative-leaning Supreme Court, but they are Supreme Court justices. They still have to follow the Constitution as written. So hopefully it's less interpretation because there's already been a precedent set, like Mia said, precedent. Ugh, damn word.
It's a fun word to say if you just say it a few times.
Just a few. But yeah, guys, let us know what you think about that in the comments section. While you're here, of course, give the video a like, hit subscribe if you haven't done it before, ring your notification bell to get alerts for upcoming videos like this. And thanks for joining us. We'll see you guys next time. And like always, read a book, preferably forward.
Forward!